I mean, I don't know what could ever top her as a guest. It's hands down my favorite by far.
Jennifer Hudson dropped by Billboard's Pop Shop podcast with Keith Caulfield and Katie Atkinson to discuss her new holiday album, The Gift of Love, and her recent interview with Michelle Obama. We talk about the song selections for the album, the inspiration, and why now was the time to do it.
Well, because I've always wanted to do a holiday album, and I couldn't think of a better time than now. The question to me, I think, is why not now? You know? And I finally was able to narrow it down to my favorite Christmas songs. Because I
Your
feel like
favorite
that's the
things?
Yes, my favorite things.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Yeah, and pick, the songs that was most personal to me for this holiday album.
This album has familiar favorites, like I just sort of hinted at, my favorite things, but also some new material that you co-wrote. What was the process like for you to determine the songs that you wanted on the album? Like, how did you decide what would ultimately be on the album?
Originals are classics.
I mean, well, let's start with the classics.
Well, okay, so that's what I'm saying. Like, it was difficult to say. I love all holiday music, first of all. So it's like, how do I narrow it down to know what to put on the holiday album? But I picked what was most personal to me, like the Christmas song, for instance. My grandmother used to love that song. So I recall hearing that as a little girl throughout each and every holiday of her playing that song.
And a
And on the other side of the spectrum, Santa for Someone is such a fun, light song. And the ad-libs and the dialogue bits add so much to it.
Thank
You. What was it like writing this song and recording it? Was it as much fun as it sounded like?
I love that song. It's so personal to me and how I celebrate the season. Like I said, I'm lighting up the whole block. I got my lights up. I'm calling out my sister's name, my boy's name, everybody's name, like, oh my God, did I get gifts for everyone? And it was actually even more exciting to record it because I was like, I'm not really a singer right here. I'm an actress, where it's like acting out how we are when it's like, it's a countdown, it's almost Christmas. Did we get the kids gifts? Did we get their toys? Did it come yet? Did they get what they want? We all get to be Santa to someone. And sometimes we lose it in the middle. They're like, oh my God, I gotta cook the food. I gotta package up the gifts and pack them up, send them out. Did I check everything off the list? So that's what that song represents. Even the notes in it, that's not a note, that's like did I make it? Are we there yet? Did I get all the gifts?
Since we are talking to you for our Christmas episode, are there holiday albums or certain artists that are your go-to favorites to play during the holidays?
That varies. Oh, see, that is what has taken me so long to do a Christmas album, because it's so, oh my God, it's a lot of great holiday music out there, and there's a lot of great Christmas albums out there. I love Pentatonics for sure.
What collaborators of yours in previous?
Yes. I've gotten, of course, Mariah Carey. Of course, the
Another
queen.
collaborator.
Another collaborator.
Yes. I love CeeLo Green. He has one of the best Christmas albums there is. His Mary Did You Know is what inspired me to do Mary Did You Know.
Wow.
Did you know? Okay.
And of course, the daytime TV queen recently talked to Michelle Obama, and this was her reaction.
A dream to be able to have her in this capacity, as to sit down and have a conversation at the happy place. I mean, I don't know what could ever top her as a guest. It's hands down my favorite by far. And the first thing I said to her was like, I don't know what's more nerve-wracking, singing for you guys or now interviewing you. You know what I mean? Because it's a different thing, but I'm great to have had the experience of both. And they're just great people, so it was such an honor to have her here. And it's a moment that none of us will ever forget. Once we were done filming, I had to look around at everybody like, guys, we will never forget this moment.
For more on the album and the full episode of the Pop Shop podcast, head to Billboard.com.